Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Juan Ross. Today we have Haitian midfielder Zach Herivaux. Zach, how are you today in San Antonio?
I'm good. I'm good. Hanging out here in my room, so trying to stay quarantined.
Yeah, exactly. Me as well. Well, to start off, Zach, I want to thank you obviously for taking time out of your day doing this from my YouTube channel. But to start off, Zach, if you could talk to us about you being born in Suita, Japón, and did you grow up there in Japan?
No, so my parents met in Boston, and they ended up moving to Japan because my mom's from Japan,
Uh huh.
and they had me and my brother. So I was raised there for about 4 years,
Mm-hmm.
and then I ended up moving to Boston, and I grew up there. So
For sure. And then how was your childhood? Obviously, going maybe from Japan to the States,
right.
big change.
Yeah, I mean, it was young. It was easy for me because I was younger, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know much, but yeah, I moved to the States and I didn't speak any English, and but as a young kid, you learn that stuff quickly. So it was an easy transition for me.
For sure. And then obviously you're Haitian, you're Japanese and American. How was that? Like obviously like the culture when you growing up and everything like that. How was that?
No, but it's different. It's real different because Haitian culture and Japanese culture are really different.
Yeah.
And it's something that I was blessed with having that both in my household and learning different types of cultures because I value cultures a lot.
Yeah.
And being a soccer player, it's you learn different types of cultures, and being around my dad and my mom and both sides of the family, I learned a lot. So it's real different, but I learned a lot from that.
Most definitely. And then obviously how many languages do you speak?
I speak Japanese, English, and my Haitian Creole's okay, so I'm learning more about that.
So a little bit of French, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
For
Yeah, a
sure,
little
for
bit.
sure. And then if soccer wouldn't have been your profession, Zach, what would your profession be?
Wow. Well, I've never ever thought about being anything else other than a soccer player,
Yeah.
but if it wasn't for soccer, I probably would have chose a sport like tennis. That's something I really enjoy.
Do you do that in your off time?
Yeah, in my off time, I still play that.
Favorite
Yeah, at
tennis
home.
player?
Roger Federer
For
for
sure,
sure.
for sure. So, something that us, the fans, don't know about Zach, apart maybe from the soccer world.
I am a gamer. I am a hardcore gamer.
Oh wow. Well, what game do you?
On my free
What
time, I
games?
play it right now since this quarantine going on. I've been playing Call of Duty or Fortnite all day, but mainly Call of Duty right now.
No FIFA.
No, I used to play FIFA, then I made everybody quit, and nobody wanted to play with me. All my teammates didn't want to play with me no more, so I switched it up. It got boring.
For sure, for sure. And then obviously, like how I said, you're Haitian, you're Japanese, and you're also American. But what made you choose Haiti over both Japan and the U.S.?
Right. I mean, is for me at a young age, it's important to get international experience. I mean, Haiti was always showing me love, and they've always been calling me ever since I signed as a pro. And it's U.S. and Japan. Obviously, I looked at a more higher level national teams,
Yeah.
and I was getting interest from them, but I wasn't getting the calls and like the love that Haiti was giving me. So, my dad would be very proud of me to represent his side of the country, and I thought it would be amazing for me to help Haiti move on and push further. And we had a good group of guys, young group of guys that made the same decision that I did.
Yeah.
And I think we have a good group. So it's a decision I never look back on, and I've been proud to represent that country.
Most definitely. Do you feel more Haitian apart from the other two?
For me, honestly after I committed to the national team, I've felt more Haitian than ever.
That's dope.
Being in that country and all the love they give me and all the support,
Yeah.
it's incredible. That's the most support and the most push I get are from the Haitians, the Haitian fans, and I can't thank them enough. So it's amazing.
Most definitely. How is it being Haitian, and obviously representing Haiti?
Right. Haiti's starting to take over right now. Everywhere I go, Haitians are everywhere, everywhere, and the support grows and grows. And it's honestly, I'm so proud
Mm-hmm.
to be able to say that I'm Haitian. Before nowadays, people didn't want to say they're Haitian.
Yeah.
People are like this, a little embarrassed, but now everybody's coming out. Everybody's
Mm-hmm.
saying they're Haitian, they're this and that. But it's incredible. I mean, it's something it's eye opener when you go to the country and be able to bring that much joy to those type of people. It's incredible. It's like a special power to me. So it's amazing.
For sure. What's your favorite type of music and food? I'm guessing a mixture.
Yeah. For me, my favorite type is sushi and Haitian food. It has to be.
Yeah.
They're both the opposite because sushi is more like calm and like a calm flavor.
Yeah.
But Haitian food it's all flavor, straight flavor.
Yeah.
But for music, it has to be hip hop. I always listen to Drake, Lil Baby, and those type of artists. So.
What do you have a favorite playlist? Maybe going into a game to get you pumped up.
To be honest, I listen to more calm music. If I'm trying to get pumped up, I listen to some Meek Mill. But like game day, I usually listen to more calm music, like Spanish music, like Osuna type music. So.
What, you listen to Spanish music?
Yeah. I listen. I don't know what they're saying, but I listen.
Un poquito español o no?
Sí, un poquito.
Un poquito con Juan Agudelo.
Sí, con Juan, sí.
El colombiano. That's dope, man. Do you have the most embarrassing song on your a most embarrassing song on your playlist? Do you have one?
Most embarrassing song on my playlist. Jeez, sometimes I get in the mood and I listen to during the winter times I listen to Mistletoe by Justin Bieber.
Oh, okay, yeah, I've heard that song too. Yeah.
You know that one. Sometimes people look at me different. I don't play around with my boys, but me and my little sister be bumping that sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. And obviously, you played in the MLS and now in the USL, but what other league would you like to play in? You're obviously barely 24. You barely turned 24 this past month. But what league attracts you?
Yeah, people already know this about me. I've always wanted to play in Japan one of these days. So
wow, okay.
I wanted to play in the J League and experience all that. Mm-hmm. And hopefully I can. With this going on, it's difficult because I just want to keep developing and playing games. But yeah, that's always been an eye opener for me. Obviously, I want to play in Europe too.
Yeah.
But J League's always been a goal of mine to try and experience that as well.
Has there ever been any interest from the Japan League for you?
Yeah, there was times earlier when I was about 20, 21, but at the same time, I wasn't playing consistent games enough, So this was a year for me. I was hoping to play and show that I belong in these type of levels. So with this going on, it's slowing the process, but hopefully things will get better, and hopefully, I've always had a goal to go play over there, so hopefully one day it can happen.
Hopefully soon, because you are a great player. But if you could talk to us about the difference between the MLS and the USL, is there a big difference between both leagues or no? Because obviously the USL is growing.
Right, USL is a real hungry league, and people are here. A lot of players are here to prove a point, and they want to show that they belong to the next level. Mm-hmm. Obviously, there's a huge money gap, and MLS are able to spend on big players, and I think that's what makes a difference, those type of players. But there are some real good talents in the USL that you would never think.
Yeah, like Parano.
Like Parano's a very good player.
Yeah.
And just because he hasn't had the biggest resume, it's a lot more difficult for players like that.
Exactly.
To make the jump to the MLS. But there's a lot of talent here, and I think there'll continue to be more talent here. But this is a big difference is MLS is money wise, and the guys they're going after, and they're looking for a lot of people with big resumes. So it's difficult, but USL's not the league, not the type of league that everybody thinks it is.
Exactly. And then obviously you were part of the Revs Academy, if I'm not wrong, for 4 years, and then you finally signed your first professional contract. How was it signing, your first professional contract with the New England Revolution?
No, it was an incredible dream for me because I grew up supporting the Revolution.
That's dope.
I grew up, and Showery Joseph was always around, coaching me, helping me out, and he's still a Revolution legend. So for me, it was incredible for me to do such a thing, and I knew once I signed there, that wasn't the end goal, though. I was going to keep going and hopefully push some more. So, but it was a real exciting step for me.
For sure. Favorite game with them?
Favorite game with them, probably my
debut.
Yeah, probably my debut. Well, my first start was in an Open Cup game
Against Charlotte, right?
Against North Carolina Railhawks. That was my first start. My debut was against Charlotte Independence, but my first start was against Railhawks, and I scored the game winner. That game won 1-0, so that's probably my best memory there.
For sure. How was your overall experience with New England?
Yeah, it was everybody knows it's an up and down roller coaster for me. There's times that I believe that I should have played and it didn't, and the coaching changes, and as a player, all you want to do is be on the field. So I mean, I'd be lying if I said there weren't frustrating times for me as a player, but it helped me grow, and I learned a lot from the coaches. I learned a lot from my experiences and the downs and the ups, and that's what made me who I am today. And I never look back on it. I'm thankful for every position I was put in. That's part of it's part of what I signed up for. And it's all a process, but honestly, I look back on it and I've learned so much. I've learned ways to keep my mental strength and keep pushing no matter what. So obviously the frustrating time with me playing wise, but it helped me grow as a player a lot, and it was always a dream of mine to represent that New England Revolution crest, and I'm forever grateful for that.
Most definitely. And obviously from your long span there, and obviously different teammates, was there like a favorite teammate that you click with and that you still homies with today?
Yeah, I got Lee Wynn and Wong Agudelo. Those are my
homies?
Those are my homies. Those are my homies. So ever since I stepped in that locker room, they became my best friends there. And even Jose Goncalves, he was there for my
Portuguese.
Yeah, the Portuguese. He was a real mentor for me, a real true mentor as a captain, and he really opened with open arms and welcomed with open arms, and those guys I still keep in touch with nowadays. Those guys will hopefully be my friends, brothers for life. So
for sure. Was it tough leaving after 9 years or 10 years, leaving the institution?
Yeah, for sure. That was home for me. I grew up there. I was living with my family the whole time I was there. And I knew nothing else, That's all I knew, New England. And once I started getting that in my head that there's a good chance I'm going to leave, it's a growing process. That's everybody has to, experience that here and there, a move here and there, a big challenge. And for me, I embraced it, and I was excited for it, to be honest, because I needed to be on my own. I needed to experience something new. So
a new challenge.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure. What are your short and long-term goals?
Short and long-term. Long-term, short. It depends on what you guys think short and long is, but for me, I think the career is very short. So I wish it could be longer, but I just want to have the best, most healthy career as I can possible. Because nowadays, you never know with injuries and health. That's what's the most important to me, and have no regrets. So I want to experience every type of challenge that I can while I have my 2 feet running around the field. And after all that's done, till this day, I'm still thinking about if I still want to be around soccer coaching, or I want to experience something totally new. And hopefully I'll be able to be. I'm a big family guy, so I'm hoping one of these days to get a nice family, and we'll see what I do for job wise, but hopefully I can just play as long as possible.
For sure. Do you have a girlfriend?
No, I do not.
Single.
Single in a game, that's it.
For sure. Where do you see yourself in 4 years?
4 years, wow. Hopefully I'll be able to still be playing. I don't want to be the type of person to be like, I'm going to be here. Hopefully,
anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Like anything, one off season could happen, and no teams could want you.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so hopefully, at the least, I'll still be able to play and be living my dream. So.
Most definitely. Toughest moment in your career so far? Has there been one?
Yeah, definitely there's been tough moments. I mean, for me, like I said, in New England, it was people in the locker room see me real frustrated in times, and those guys would always tell me to keep my head up and keep pushing for more.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that whole 5 years was all the roller coasters I can get, from being on the bench to being a potential starter to being not even on the 18 anymore to being, not wanted anymore to being like the guy that's supposed to take the next big guy spot, and, and it was just a bunch of roller coaster of emotions, and for me that's truly why my mentality is built like this, and without that I wouldn't be able to think like this. I'm not gonna be naive anymore as a young kid, and it keeps me hungry. So
most definitely,
those are probably the most frustrating and toughest times in my career. So
for sure. And obviously, us the fans, we look at you guys with women, cars, money, and everything. Right. But sometimes it's not like that. Sometimes the players you guys are obviously human beings.
Right.
But is it difficult being a professional soccer player?
Yeah, for sure. It's a lot of stress that people don't see. People just see us performing on the field and see what we post on social media.
Yeah.
And for sure, it's a bunch of stressful times. Like I said, it's my first off season without a team, so I'm looking for a team. I'm looking for the next job, and I've had many friends who've had the best careers, and then next year couldn't perform, and the stress comes, and they can't even find a job next year. And some people don't understand all the dedication and the sacrifices people actually take to take this path, and it's not something that's given to you at all.
Yeah.
I hate when people say, "Oh, you're lucky to be able to do what you do." Yeah, maybe there are talented people out there that can't be discovered of just because their circumstances, but I don't think it's ever luck. It's
hard work.
Sacrifice and hard work, and in a different type of way. Maybe you define hard work as you going to school and getting a good job, but soccer players define hard work to be able to be professionals. So sometimes people look at it as luck and something that just happens overnight, but no, this is something you sacrifice your whole life for. So
most definitely. And obviously, as little kids, we tend to look up to athletes. But in your case, Zach, I'm imagining you looked up to your father, right?
Yeah, it's my dad. My dad's always been
your idol.
Been the idol and the role model for me my whole life. And one thing he's always told me was he's done everything in life to fail. So I'm gonna push you in the right way.
Yeah.
And that's always hit me hard when he says stuff like that, because I think it takes a lot for a person to look at themselves and realize what they did wrong and what needs to be changed. And he's always pushed me in the right direction, and everybody knows that he's been the biggest part in my life and in that aspect of soccer, or in the soccer world, for sure. Without him, I for sure wouldn't be where I am. Because there's for sure, as a kid, I wasn't the best soccer player. There's many kids better than me. I didn't even make the New England Revolution Academy on tryouts, and so things like hard times like that, he was always there to push me. So
most definitely. And obviously, you represented the U20s for Haiti, and then you debuted with the Haiti national team, which was crazy, against Japan in a 3-3 crazy game. But if you could talk to us about that, obviously being Haitian, representing Haiti, playing against Japan, how was that overall experience for you, man?
No, when I got that call up, I was like, I can't turn this down. This is truly an opportunity of a lifetime.
Yeah.
And especially because my grandfather was real sick, and
oh wow,
he was dealing with his cancer, and his dream was always to watch me play one of these days, and he's never got to see me play. So me being able to go to Japan, and they played on live television over there, and he was in the hospital bed, just being able to watch me play, and that was probably the most proudest moment of my life till this day.
That's dope.
And unfortunately, 2 days later, he passes away. But
Wow.
he got to experience that, and it brought real joy to me. But that whole experience was just electrifying for me to be able to have my Haitian national team debut in Japan, you know, my birth country with my mom.
Yeah. I'm guessing you never imagined that, right? It's like
no, never.
Like, that's crazy. What are
never
the odds?
in a million years. Never. I got to start. I got to play 90 minutes.
Wow.
And against some of my idols on the Japanese national team.
Kagawa.
Like Kagawa was there. There's Nagatomo was playing, and it was an incredible experience for me.
For sure.
You know, even after I got to speak to a couple of them, they're looking at me like, "Why is Japanese coming out of my mouth?" You know. But it was a fun experience for sure.
For sure. And then obviously on the pitch, I'm guessing they didn't know you spoke Japanese. Did you ever hear them like say trash talk or anything? You're like, well, I caught that.
Nah, nothing disrespectful, but for their tactics, I heard it and I translated to my players and stuff like that.
For sure. Did you exchange jersey after the game with anybody or no? Or you kept it for your debut?
No, I kept mine. Because that game meant a lot for me. So
yeah.
For sure, I brought it back home. I was hoping to get it to my grandfather, but things happen.
Yeah. And then obviously your mom must have been 50-50. Who was your mom rooting for?
All right, my mom said she was just rooting for me. You know, she's real passionate about me and family, and she's my biggest supporter. So no matter what I wear, she's supporting. You know, so
most definitely
she's sticking by my side.
That's good. And then obviously, if I'm not wrong, you also have 15 caps under your belt with Haiti. Do you have a favorite game with the Haiti national team?
Favorite game with the Haiti national team? Outside of that Japanese national team game, probably that Canada game that we came back in the Gold Cup.
That was crazy.
3-2, yeah. So that was incredible. I was dealing with an injury that camp, and thankfully I was still able to come in that game.
Yeah. But
that whole game was just
wild,
and the results after and the joy we were able to bring to Haiti was something I'll never forget. And the videos we received and the country celebrating and everything was shutting down and it was during a rough time because people were protesting against the government and basically killing each other and fighting. And after that, when peace came into the country and just true joy to celebrate something real special. So things like that, it's just incredible what soccer is able to bring to a country. So
exactly, I completely agree.
Yeah,
and obviously it seems like Haiti. I mean, when the national team, it seems like you guys have a crazy group of guys like you, Nelson, Perrault, Andrew Jean Baptiste, and Guerrier. When it seems like it's a great group of guys. Who's like the funniest, like the jokester out of all of them?
The funniest guy, the jokester. It's Alex Christian or Derek Etienne, my roommate. He is a clown. Etienne is an absolute riot. These guys are my brothers, and you would never think that this is like. It's not normal to see a team like this so close, and especially a national team where you get to see each other only a couple times a year.
Yeah.
But for me, it feels like I've been with these guys for years and years. You know.
Yeah.
And it's rare you see a national team with this type of relationship. You know, some club teams can't even get this type of family in the locker room. But no, us everybody hangs out together. Everybody jokes around together for sure. It's always jokes, but we have a funny group of guys, and everybody's a brothers to each other.
Most definitely. And if you could talk to us more about the last year's Gold Cup, because Curaçao and Haiti were the ones who made it. I mean, stunned everybody, to be honest. Not me. I've always kept up with Curaçao and Haiti, to be honest. But if you could talk to us about the beating Canada, beating Costa Rica, being the underdogs. How was that overall experience?
No, we embraced it, and we've always came in the locker room looking at each other like we knew we had talent in the locker room. We knew we can go far, and we knew we could beat these teams, and we had nothing to lose, which took the nerves off our shoulders, but at the same time, we want to make our country proud, and we didn't want to stop anywhere. We want to keep going till the end.
Yeah.
And, we keep fighting for each other. That's something that we have, and we knew our strengths, and we supported whoever went on the field, whoever started or not. And it was, we knew we didn't surprise anybody, but we thought we wouldn't surprise anybody, but we wanted to shock everybody else. We knew that we could do that. We didn't surprise ourselves, but we set the standard high for us. So we want to keep pushing for more. Even though after that Mexico game, we still don't think it's a penalty.
It wasn't.
But
no era penal. No era penal.
Nah, that was crazy, but
it was.
Hopefully we can get back to that.
Most definitely. And obviously playing against Argentina at a young age, playing against Messi, how was it playing against Argentina and the best player? And if I'm not wrong, in the Bombonera, right?
Yeah, in the Bombonera. That was an experience and a half. That, obviously I look at Messi as the greatest player of all time, man.
Yeah.
To be able to face up against somebody like that was a humbling experience for me. It's not many people will be able to go by and say I played against Messi once his career is over.
Exactly.
And it was a real, it's amazing experience for me, and being able to play in an atmosphere like that. I remember receiving the ball. I tell my friends my first touch, and I look up and I just saw black. I saw straight black. I was like, I can't see a thing. I don't even know where my teammates at. But yeah, I settled down the game, and Messi had his hat trick. I think if anything, I could just say Messi had a hat trick. It's an experience to say that. But no, it was a great experience for me, especially at a young age like that.
Yeah.
But for sure, that was something I'll never forget as well.
Did you talk to any players after the game, exchange anything or no?
No, nothing really. I just
finished and went to the locker room?
Yeah, just finished. And just went to the locker room after that, basically.
For sure. And then obviously against Mexico in the semifinal, which was a tough game. You went to the 120 minutes. For me, it wasn't a penal, honestly.
Right.
And obviously it was a huge game, a lot of fans, and you experienced it. You came on off the bench. But obviously, if you could talk to us about that, crazy game as well.
Yeah, that game was wild. I mean, it was up. They were up and pushing against us early on in the game, and then the game settled down, and it looked even for me on the side. And once that penalty call came in, it was like, what more do you want us to do? What more can we do other than fight against the favorites in the tournament?
Yeah.
And it was a heartbreaking moment for us, just because we felt like we didn't deserve that. It's been different if they win another way.
Exactly.
And it was something that felt real heartbreaking to us, because we felt like we could have done more, and we couldn't have done more in that situation, because it was something uncontrollable, and we hit the crossbar late in the game, and things wasn't just going our way that game. But at the end of the day, we were just blessed and to be in that moment and be able to experience that for Haiti, the first national team, first team to do that for the national team.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and the joy that we brought to the country, we just couldn't help but put smiles on our faces after we saw those videos after the game. And the support and the fans were incredible, so it's amazing.
For sure. And then obviously we're both in quarantine, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are as well. But if you could talk to us about the coronavirus, and does San Antonio give you guys like each exercises to do at home?
Yeah, they send us home exercises. Unfortunately, the gyms are shut down, so everything's basically body weight type and calisthenics type workouts.
Wow. And you guys can't even run outside? Nothing? You have to stay in?
Yeah, it's basically, they want you to stay inside, basically. Stay away from everything possible.
Wow.
Just for cautious reasons. And yeah, it's a real thing. Some people look at it as a joke in the beginning, and some people still don't realize how real it is. And it's to a point where this is the most important thing in the world right now, is people's health. And you just got to protect the people that are sick already. You can't you can't just think about yourself. You gotta start thinking about others. And it's a real important time for people to start gathering and being together and being thoughtful about others. So
Exactly, completely agree. And in your opinion, Zach, who has the best, worst fashion on the national team and right now with San Antonio?
best worst fashion on the national team. Let's see. The Fonzie Piero might have for sure. Andrew Baptiste has the worst fashion.
I interviewed him.
You can tell Drew has the worst fashion. He does not know how to dress. For sure. For sure. I was going to say Fonzie, but he's getting up there now after he's playing in France. He's making a little money. He's doing this thing now. Yeah. But best fashion, probably Nazon has good fashion. Lucas Nazon has some good fashion. I'll give him that.
And with San Antonio?
And San Antonio. The worst fashion on San Antonio. Freaking maybe Leo Torres, real young kid.
That's crazy because Chewy said the same thing.
Leo Torres.
Chewy said the same thing.
Leo Torres, well, he probably has the worst fashion. He's a little baby still. He's still 16. He's a baller though.
Oh wow, okay, 16. Damn, he's young.
16 baller, but for sure he got the worst fashion.
And best?
Chewy for sure wants me to say him, but he's not. It's not him. Outside of me, I would have to get to probably Blake Smith. He knows how to dress. For
sure. And shyest on both national and for San Antonio right now?
Shyest. On the national team, there's no shy people.
Wow, that's dope.
Everybody's loud.
Great vibe.
Like, it might be, people might even say, me, I'm the shyest, but it's like that. It's that bad. No one's shy.
That's good.
It's the part where you want people to be quiet. It's like, everybody's talking.
Yeah.
But, and on San Antonio, the shyest, we got this little academy kid named Jacob Castro. He's 16 as well. Dang. He's playing the first team, but it's tough to get a word out of him. We're trying to get him to start speaking. Yeah. But it's different when it's tough when you're a younger kid playing up. You're trying to stay quiet and just do your thing. But
exactly.
He's probably the shyest kid on our team.
For sure. And then obviously, do you remember what you purchased or what you did with the first professional check that you received from New England Revolution? Do you remember?
The first professional check I took my parents shopping. I bought them whatever they wanted. And,
wow.
And it was a good moment for me. So
yeah,
it felt good.
For sure. Best teammate with club and national team?
My national team, my two homies on the national team are Fonzie and Derek. Everybody knows how we always hang out together. We grew up playing against each other in the academy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All three of us.
Wow.
So Derek played at Red Bulls and Fonzie played at Seacoast. And we all competed against each other in the development academy. So
wow.
Those are my homies, and we always hang out.
Yeah.
And you said best...
On club, it could be with Legion or San Antonio or with Revs.
Oh my, and my best teammates it's always been Juan and Lee. Everybody's always been around, and everybody sees us. I still FaceTime them all the time. They know that was a little trio that always hung out together. So those are.
And I'm guessing now with Chewy with San Antonio, right? Because it seems like
you guys are close. Chewy, that's my guy right there.
Yeah.
But now his fiance came down, so you know how that goes. You can't. No boys time no more.
It got cut. No, it got cut.
That guy got cut down. I'm like, I don't even see you no more.
For sure. And then obviously you're a center mid, but in your opinion, who do you think is the best center mid in Haiti's history? Oh, in regards to soccer.
The best center mid in Haiti history. Wow.
Tough one.
Alexander probably had the best.
Jean-Marc?
Yeah. Jean-Marc had the best, and I think he did the best in leading the group, not only on the field, but off the field. He was always a good example. Mm-hmm. And like you said, he was a beast.
He's built. Huge.
He's a beast. Already you step on the field with him, he already has a step on you looking at him. So. Yeah. But yeah, he's a beast on and off the field. He's always a good role model for the guys. So.
Most definitely. And if you were to have dinner with the legendary center mid, who would it be with and why?
Probably till this day, I've always idolized Sergio Busquets. I've always been a big fan of him. Some people aren't. Some people are. But for me, when I watch him play with Barcelona, I'm like, this guy just
kills it.
Reads the game so well and makes it look so easy. And,
nonchalant.
Yeah, and he knows how to get it. He knows the next pass before anybody does. And
yeah.
For me to be able to just pick his brain a little bit and being able to ask the positioning of where he receives the ball is, and the passes he gives are like, he's never hitting like 80-yard over the top, switching balls. He's just freaking breaking lines,
Exactly.
It's so easy. And yeah, for me, I've always loved his game so much and thought it's very rare to find someone that can do the stuff that he does.
Completely agree. Are you Barca or Real?
I'm a Barca fan just because I'm a Messi fan.
Culé, me too. For sure. Who has been like the best center mid that you faced against? I'm guessing there's a lot.
All right, the best center mid that I played against. It's a tough one.
Yeah, it is.
Probably during that Argentina game, I look at Giovanni Lo Celso, and I was like, this guy's a baller. Yeah. This guy, it was tough to take the ball off him.
Yeah.
It was real tough. And he knew how to use his body. He knew how to. He was never in a rush. He knew his right position. He knew how to make players uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. But also a player is a guy in New England now is Carlos Hill, even in training.
Español.
Yeah. He is. He is a baller. He is. I think he's gonna light up the MLS again this year. Even in training, it was always tough to go up against him. So
for sure. Do you have a ritual before a game? Do you like pray, read a book? Do you eat something, or do you just not have anything?
No, I mean I just pray with my grandmother's necklace. So I have a necklace here that this necklace right here in Japan they like cremate the bodies after they pass. So they I took a little of the ash and put it in the necklace. And so for me, it's like she's with me at all times, and I just use this to pray and to think about her and my other all my other family. And
for sure,
do that every game.
Most definitely. Do you pray in Japanese? Because with me, my first language is Spanish, and to be honest, I don't know how to pray in English. I've always done it in Spanish, but in your case, because you obviously speak three, what do you pray in? I mean,
for me, when I pray, I try to speak to in this case, my grandmother, since I have her necklace, and she only spoke Japanese.
Okay.
So I've always try to speak to her in Japanese, but there's times I pray in English as well, but I'm trying to direct it towards her, then I say it in Japanese, but most of the time it's just a prayer I say in English.
Mm-hmm, for sure. What sacrifices have you done to be where you are today?
I mean, I think the biggest sacrifices come at an early age, and people don't realize that. Mm-hmm. And for me, it's just regular high school as a kid. You don't do the same things that other people did. Like nowadays, high school is normal to go drinking and go partying and smoking and all that. And I've never ever did that in high school. And those are, I think, a lot of people's turning points when they go to high school or college.
Yeah.
Cause I've seen so many talents, and people that are more talented than me just make the wrong decisions off the field. I think everything comes off the field: the decision making and the sacrifice you make to put that into work instead of decisions you shouldn't be making. I think it's important for kids nowadays. It's easier to get a hold of the bad decisions and the dangerous things you could be doing outside of home. So it's always, you got to think about what you really want. If you really want it, you got to sacrifice those things.
Exactly. I completely agree. And in your opinion, Zach, what do you think Haiti has to do or need to improve to reach the World Cup? Because obviously, like I said, last year you guys made it to the semifinal. You guys have a lot of talent, but what do you think you guys have to improve on?
I think it's just, for me, it's comes from another side where. Sorry.
Nah, you good, man. You're good. No worries.
From another side, it's just outside of the field stuff. Sometimes the organization-wise, we're not as prepared and that affects our mentality and our other stuff. But for me, it's just the Haitian culture is a lot of egos, you know. So when people have problems, people start fighting and have arguments. But once we truly learn how to play for each other, because we have so many talented players on our team, so many individuals, and once we become a group and everybody's still young, I think we can keep going to the next level. As you've seen this past Gold Cup, we've already stepped it up even further than people thought we could. So for us, we just got to keep going and keep believing in each other and not fighting against each other and just support, you know. And that's what we've been doing, and I think we're going to continue to grow with these short years we have.
For sure. And now, if I'm not wrong as well, Haiti unfortunately went down to the B League and the Nations League. But what do you think? Have you guys already found your opponents? And what do you guys have to do to get back today? Which was very close with Curaçao in Costa Rica.
Right. Yeah, we just slipped up against our first game against Curaçao. We all knew it. And at home, they ended up tying against us with a man down. But no, we don't. I don't think we know exactly what our games are yet, and everything's been slow because we were supposed to have this international break, and then this quarantine happened, so everything's been kind of hectic. But we've been in that situation before. Before qualifying the Gold Cup, we went to tough places like St. Lucia and all these different type of places to be able to finish top of the group and go to the Gold Cup and put ourselves in this position. And we've been there before, so we know we can do it again to perform.
Most definitely. And obviously, you have hella tattoos. Do you have a number? I mean, my question is, do you know how many you have?
Well, my whole left arm is done, and I have a piece on on the ribs, on my right side of my ribs, and then I have my right leg is starting. I want to get my whole right leg done. I want to get my other arm done. So I'm not even halfway there. I'm not even halfway there yet. So hopefully I'll get more.
Do you endure the pain?
I love it, man. It's honestly, the process for me is fun. Obviously, sometimes during I'm like, golly, like I hope this is finished soon. But you know, once it's done, and I think it's a beautiful art, you know, that you're able to write on your body, and the artists out there could do some crazy stuff, and then for me, I love it, you know. People always told me it gets addicting, and I was like, no, maybe I'll get a few. And it's truly addicting. So no, that's cool. It's cool.
For sure. What's your favorite one out of all of them? Do you have one, or I'm guessing there's more?
Right? Yeah, for me, it's every piece that I have is meaningful, you know. So in every different way. So I value every piece I've had so far, and my whole arm tells us about my Japanese family, and you know, and it's all related to my life. So everything's been meaningful to me.
For sure. What advice would you have given yourself at the beginning of your career that you would have wanted to know? You know, obviously from going and being in the league for quite some time, what advice would you have given yourself?
What's advice that I'll give myself? Probably to always keep your confidence no matter what's going on. You know, never doubt yourself. I think as a younger kid, I've allowed people to affect my confidence on thinking about whether they think I'm ready or not. And I think the key to everybody's success is your own confidence. You know, your own self. And if you truly believe that you can do something, I think you can go do it. It just depends on if you're working or you know what makes you different from everybody else. And sometimes I lacked that confidence as a kid, playing professional at a young age. And I think now looking back on that, I think confidence is everything. You could be the world's most talented player, but if you don't have confidence, I promise you won't even make it to the next level. So those little things make the difference to being an okay player to a great player. So I think I would have told myself that.
Most definitely. Have you ever had offers from Europe?
No, I've had talks in Europe, but I've had a long contract with the New Revolution. So 5 years there, and I've always wanted to play in Europe, but it was difficult because I wasn't playing enough here, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So the national team got me exposure there. So hopefully I'll be able to continue to perform, and we'll see where the next thing goes.
To finalize the interview, Zach, if you could talk to us about how do you feel now with San Antonio, your second stint with them? How is that overall?
It's good. It's real nice. The facilities and environment's real nice, and you wouldn't think it would be like this at the USL level, but you know, we have a really good, talented team, real amazing fans, and I'm hoping this ends quickly so we can go out and perform for them. So, I think we have a good group, and I'm excited to be here. So it's a different place for me, but it's a new challenge that I'm excited for.
Most definitely. Well, thank you so much, Zach, for your time. I do appreciate it. You know, I wish you the best of luck with Haiti, also with San Antonio. Hopefully, we could see you soon in the J League or in Europe.
Yeah,
obviously, hopefully as well. The quarantine could finish. I'm sick of it. I want to see soccer. You know, it's dumb not watching any sports. It's boring. But thank you so much, and blessings for you and your family.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Juan. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Thank you for watching my video. If you guys could share it with your family members and friends, that would be much appreciated. To all the people around the world who watch my videos, thank you so much. If you could like and subscribe to my channel, I would love that a lot. Until next time, thank you.